Hey guys. For some reason this looks funny, so I just want to check before I get into the call. And that way I'll give you guys a couple minutes to get on. How come this is taking forever? Made myself some hot chocolate. Okay, when you guys start jumping on, give me some likes so you can see me. Oh, why is Facebook being so slow? Let me know who's on, who am I talking to tonight, who's getting on with me. I hope you guys have pen and paper. Once you get on, let me know. Say hi. Okay, can I not get on here? Oh my gosh, my computer's being really slow. You guys can hear me okay? Do I look okay? I feel like on my phone it looks like I'm really stretched out. Let me know when you guys are on. I'm going to give everybody a couple more minutes to jump on while I figure out how to... Hey! I like the little emoji. Why is my Facebook not working? Okay, let's try this. Okay, make sure you guys have pen and paper tonight because I want you to... We're kind of like reverse engineering tonight. Okay, so it looks like it looks okay. Hey, girl. Okay, I'm just going to jump in and people can jump on. Okay, so what... I don't really know how to start this. Okay, so I was talking to a couple other coaches, Michelle and Claire, about reverse engineering your goals. So like if you have a goal, let's say you have a goal of hitting Success Club 5 and you want two of those or whatever, two of those people to be coaches. That means you need to sign 2 coaches, right? You need to help 2 people sign up as a coach. So I wanted to help them reverse engineer it and share how I've been doing this. And it's funny because like I've been doing this since I did the Art of Recruiting training in October, and I never really like sat down and figured out numbers and like reverse engineered what I was doing, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do that with you guys for December for my goal. My goal for December is to help 7 new people sign up as coaches. So I reverse engineered my numbers and I wanted to just share with you guys how I did that. And you guys can plug in your own number. Like if your goal is to sign 4 new coaches, you can do it with 4. Or if your goal is to sign 10 new coaches, you can do it with 10. I'm going to do it with 7 and share with you guys how I did it and share with you guys what it looks like with my lists and even my posts, how I posting how I do it. So, the first thing is you guys need to, after you figure out how many coaches you want to be bringing on each month, you could do this with challengers too. Like if you want to say you want to help 5 people sign up with a challenge pack and join your challenge group for this month. You could do it with challenge group, like challengers too. I'm just doing it with coaches. So you could do this with both areas. So the first thing is I invite through my posts. So you guys need to make sure that you are one, sharing your journey every single day. So like when you get done with your workout every single day, share about it. Share like what day you're on, share what happened in your workout, share if you had a struggle, share if you had a success, share your journey, share what was like going on in your mind. Were you having a tough day? Did you want to not do your workout today? Like literally just share you, share your heart, share what was going on in your workout, share a picture of whatever with your workout, post, and do that every single day. Be consistent with that, because I use those posts as whoever is liking my fitness posts are people I reach out to and invite to challenge groups. Whoever is liking my like coaching lifestyle posts, I reach out to and invite to coaching. So that's one thing I need to make sure you guys are doing, is sharing your journey every single day through your posts. Fitness, lifestyle, coaching lifestyle, that kind of stuff. But you also need to be doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays, be doing your Tuesday transformation picture post or your Thursday throwback post. And somehow, like, my two posts are usually always about coaching and like what my life looked like before coaching and what it looks like now. Unless I have like a challenge group coming up, then I will do like my before and afters. But they're normally my story or a part of my story on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so most of the time they're different. They're different parts of my stories, but I'm always sharing my story on Tuesdays and Thursdays that have to do with coaching. So that's where I'm getting all my invites from each week or each month, is the people who are liking those posts, who are liking my Tuesday transformation posts and my coaching lifestyle posts and my Thursday transformation whatever posts. Those are the people who I am writing down to invite. I also do this on Instagram, and I do the same thing. Those people who are liking my posts on Instagram, I'm going to their Instagram feed, I'm messaging them the same message that I send the people who are liking my posts on Facebook, okay? So everything's the same. And this has really helped me when I sit down at my business to work every day. It really is helping me to like knock out my invites, knock out my business hours, and like have a list to follow and not have to sit there and like twiddle my thumbs and like figure out who am I going to invite today. Like it just makes everything so simple, because I know like, okay, I'm going to go check that post I posted yesterday about me working my business when Grayson's napping. I did that post today. So tomorrow I'll probably go look at that post and see who liked it and message those people, like, and I'll give you the script message I use at the end. But I'll message those people and just ask them if they've ever considered coaching. Like, that's what I do. And people who are constantly liking my fitness posts, I do the same thing. I go to that post and I invite those people who are liking. And I'll share this with you guys at the end if you want me to. Give me some likes if you want me to actually like go and share. Like I'll flip the screen around and like share the post and what I actually do and like message I send at the end. But let's get into figuring out and with posting, you also want to make sure that on Sundays you have a call to action post. So I don't know if you guys jumped on or if you watched my video I did at the end of November planning out December. Every Sunday I have a call to action post, and that call to action post depends on what's going on that next week. So like it could be a call to action for a free group, it could be a call to action to coaching, it could be a call to action to a challenge group. Whatever my call to action is, I want to make sure that I'm sharing a little bit of the story, put a call to action there, put a picture with me, like my transformation, or a picture of me doing something. It's always pictures of us. People want to see you. They don't just want to see like other people succeeding. They want to see you and like what you're doing. So making sure that all these posts, your Transformation Tuesday posts, your Throwback Thursday posts, your call to action posts are of you and you're in there. Sometimes I throw in there ones of like my challengers and stuff like that, but a majority of the time I want to make sure it's me. I'm being in front of my people who are following me, not always somebody else. So you want to make sure you're doing that with your posts. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, so if we are if your goal is 7 new coaches you want to bring on in December, let's say, on average, you want to send out 10 invites, okay? 10 like presentations. Or like 10 what are coaching webinars, or have at least 10 people in a sneak peek. So for like every 10 people you send what is coaching webinar to, or coaching details, let's say, you can assume at least one will join as a coach. Okay, so if your goal is 7, you want to bring on 7 new coaches, you need to send out 70 presentations. I'm gonna call like the what are coaching webinars videos that we send out a presentation, just to make it easy. Okay, so you need to have at least 70 of those. So here's what I do. At the beginning of December, I created this list. I numbered it 1 through 7. Okay, so whenever I send out one of those presentations, I write the name of the person down on here. Okay, so what we did, we broke it down even farther to, out of those 70, that's 70 a month too, by the way, you guys. Out of those 70, you want to, I don't know how we talked about this, but you're going to want to send out at least 140 invites, which are going to be like to the people who are liking your coaching posts. Okay, so this is where it's going to get confusing, and I wish I could like share my screen with you guys, but if somebody, like the process, somebody likes your post, right? That's a coaching post. Let's say it's your Transformation Tuesday post, okay? Somebody likes that post. You're going to message them, hey, thank you so much for liking my post yesterday about my transformation. I love the positive vibes, or I love the support and I really appreciate it. Have you ever considered doing what I do as a coach? Or have you ever wondered what I do as a coach? That's what my initial invite looks like. You want to send out 140 of those a month to get at least 70 presentations sent out. Does that make sense? So like, you just want to double it. So let's say if your number was 4, you want to bring on 4 coaches, times that by 10, which would be 40, and then double that, which would be 80. So you'd want to send out 80 of those initial messages. Have you ever considered? So the 140 would be like your have you ever considered, I'm writing this down, considered coaching message. You want to send out 140 of those. And why 140 is because not all of those 140 people are going to respond to your message. I would say maybe like 2 or 3 are going to respond and say, actually, I have considered coaching. Would you send me more details? Or no, I haven't, but what do you actually do? Like you're not gonna have all of those 140 people come back and say, yes, I'm interested. So that's why we broke down, like if you do a double how many presentations you have to send out, hopefully you'll send out enough invites that you'll have enough people say yes, they're interested, that you have enough people to send presentations out to. Does that make sense, you guys? I hope that makes sense. So what we did then is we, like this, okay, so this is this presentation list, my 70 was my list B. So this made so much more sense when I was talking to Michelle about it. So everybody who I send what is coaching webinar to, or they're in my sneak peek, they go on this list. This is my list B, right? So 1 out of 10, or my goal is to get 70 people to send a what is coaching webinar to, and odds are the average is 7 of those people will actually join as a coach, right? So how do I keep track of the 140 that I'm actually sending that initial message to? I use my planner. I have this planner I got off Amazon, and what I do is every day I just write down, I go through my posts that I posted, like I talked to you guys about earlier, and I go through, and on Sunday I go through and write down everybody's name who are liking my posts for each day, and I do 10 each day, okay? So I just literally sit down and like, okay, Carly liked it, Natalie liked it, Chelsea liked it, Sam liked it, Lacey liked it, and I just write their name down, and then I go to I keep going, I just keep going, I do 10 on each day. So That way, when I sit down to work tomorrow, I have this list that I'm like, okay, here's who I need to message that initial message to. Hey, Allie, how's your week going? I just wanted to thank you so much for liking my transformation or liking my coaching post yesterday. Have you ever considered coaching, or have you considered coaching lately? That's one. I do that same message to all 10 of these people, okay? Now, on average, let's say 2 or 3 of them will come back and say, you know, yes, I have considered coaching. Could you send me more information? Okay, once they do that, then once they say that, this is my list A, I send them that video, I put their name on here, right? So I need 70 of those. Okay, so to figure out how many, I feel like I'm all over the place, but we broke the numbers down even farther. Can you guys give me some likes if this is making sense? Because I feel like I'm like all over the place. But I want to make sure that it's making sense to you guys who are like writing stuff down. Is it making sense? Whoever's still on with me. Okay, so what we did was the 70 presentations we divided by 4. Because there's 4, okay, it's making sense. There's 4 weeks in a month, right? So we divided the 70, how many presentations we need to send out, by 4, and that gave us 35. Wait, where's my phone's on here. No, I lied. That gave us 17. Okay? So we need to send out 17, like, what is coaching webinars each week to equal 70 a month. Okay? We did that with 140. We need to send out 35. Take 140 divided by 4. We need to send out 35. Hey girl, thanks so much for liking my post. Messages, okay? So if I'm doing 10 a day, you guys, that's like, I'm gonna hit more than my 35 a week. And we even broke it down into daily. And this is not even hardly anything. So we took 35 and we divided that by 6. If you're working 6 days a week, that ends up being 6 messages saying, hey girl, have you ever considered coaching? Those messages, 6 a day, that's hardly anything. If you're consistently sharing your journey, sharing what coaching is doing for your life, sharing your transformations with coaching, you should be having enough people to send out 6 to a day. And then we broke down the 17, and that ends up being 3 a day, 3 presentations a day. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing the same thing on Instagram. So if you guys are active on Instagram, these Instagram messages fill into this too. Or if you're doing this on like Twitter, whatever, wherever you're working your business, these are the same numbers can apply across the board through all your social medias. It's not just for Facebook, okay? So I wanted to give you like the equation for this because I feel like I was kind of all over the place for that. Does anyone have any questions first before I jump into that? About anything? What time is it? Okay. No one has any questions? Marshmallows. Okay. So here's how I figured it out. To break down the equation, I want you guys to write this down. The first thing you need to do is decide what your goal is. So how many coaches do you want to bring on? Or how many challengers do you want in your next challenge group? Decide what your goal is. Okay? Then you want to take that number and times it by 10. Okay? That's going to be how many presentations you have to send out, that number. Okay, then you're going to take that number and double it. Oh, chocolate all over my face. And that's going to be your monthly messages that you need to send out, your monthly invites, okay? Then once you get that number, you're going to break it down even farther. So those are your weekly or your monthly numbers. If you want to break it down even farther to how many people you need to send those invites out and presentations out to weekly, you would just divide both of them by 4. And then to even break it down even farther, you can divide those numbers by 6, because let's say you're working 6 days a week. You could divide it by 6. And that's going to give you how many presentations you would need to send out and how many, that's okay, Ashley, you can just catch up the previous part. And how many invites you need to send out each week or each day. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? I feel like I was all over the place, but I can share with you guys. I'm going to go into my Facebook and share with you guys like what I'm talking about for messages and posts. Okay, so let's turn this around. Okay, so every day, if you guys are looking on here, I am sharing. So like here I shared, this is like a life in the day of a coach, or a coaching lifestyle post. So I'll go in there tomorrow, and basically these people who liked my post, I'm going to come in here and message them and send them that, hey girl, thank you so much for liking my coaching post the other day, or my snack and work grind post. Have you ever considered coaching? Okay. And here, my workout from yesterday, I'm going to do the same thing. Message these people and say, hey, thanks for liking some of my fitness posts. Have you ever, or how are you doing on your health and fitness journey? Same thing. Okay. So you're also going to want to make sure that you are sending out, like Transformation Tuesdays, making sure you're doing a Transformation Tuesday every Tuesday, whether it's fitness or coaching. Here's a coaching. Grayson's crying. He's getting hungry. I'm going to have to get off quick. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Babe, I'm almost done so I can feed him. Here's like a coaching post I did. Okay, so before coaching, now coaching. And I just shared like what my life was like at night before coaching and what it's like now, okay? And I just shared my story. And then I went through, and everybody who liked it, I sent them that message. And what I'll do, you guys, is I will post the messages that I use in, I think I already did post them in here, to be honest with you. I think they're in the file section already, you guys. Yep, messages for likes. Okay, so if you just go into our file section, and they're already in there, this is what it looks like. Go into the file section, and it's called messages for likes. And these are the messages who are liking my posts. And when I send out one of those, I put it on, they go onto this list. And if I send them an invite with a video, they go onto this list, okay? So I hope that makes sense, you guys. If you have any questions, comment them below. I need to jump off because Grayson's getting hungry. And if you have any other questions, I'll jump in here tomorrow and answer those. But I hope this really helps and like breaks down how easy it is to send out invites, because I know that's a huge scare and fear people have with coaching. But it doesn't have to be. Like, just invite the people who are already liking your stuff, okay? So I hope you guys are having a great night. Remember, if you have any questions, comment them below, and I'll get to them tomorrow. Okay, bye.